We welcome you to Hoke Field, proud home of the Gardiner Tigers, as Munsing Media Sports brings you high school soccer today. Maranacook will come into town to take on your Gardiner Tigers. Hello, everybody. I'm Rob Munsing, joined by the coach, Casey Johnson. Calvin Mason running our camera here from Hoke Field in Gardiner. We're glad you're with us here today as we bring you the second of back-to-back games. And that could be a factor, Coach Johnson, as the Gardiner Tigers coming off a 2-overtime game midweek against the Coney Rams. A game yesterday, and now less than 24 hours later, they are back at it here on Hoke Field.
Yeah, quick turnaround for the boys, facing a formidable foe and rival, Maranacook High School.
Maranacook always a perennial power here. Mm-hmm. They built a wonderful program there under Coach Beckwith. He's a long-time soccer coach here for them and at various other places, and always has put his mark on any program he's been involved with over the years. Casey, you're familiar with Coach Beckwith. He's one of the premier soccer guys here in the state.
He really is. He's been around for quite a while between Winthrop and his playing days at Richmond. He knows the game very well. And actually both coaches are going to, they know each other. They know each other's tendencies. They know the kids pretty well. They all play against each other. So it should be a good match.
So we'll have to see how things work out here as we get set to go here from Hoke Field in Gardiner. About a minute and 40 seconds left before we get it kicked off here. I want to let you know we'll also have games later today here on Munsing Media's. We'll be up at the Simmons Complex at Halldale for a regional middle school doubleheader, boys and girls getting after it up there, and the rivals up there as well, as it'll be Halldale and Gardiner. A lot of those kids play with each other on teams, so we'll have to see how that works itself out as well. So lots doing here today on Munsing Media. We're glad you started the coffee and donut game here with us as we'll get set to go. Tigers off a good win yesterday, Coach.
Absolutely. The Tigers played Levitt yesterday to a 1-0 game, and it was up and down the field. Braden Drogi scored an early goal, and it was midfield action from there.
Yes, it was. That one goal stood up early, and I didn't make the same mistake today, Coach. I got the replay ready to go, so if Braden Tex went in early in the first couple of minutes, we'll have the replay on that one. So
he's on quite a streak right now.
Patrick Manser in goal again. Looks like he's getting a lot more comfortable in there, Coach. He was our Capser Pizza player of the game, pitching the shutout yesterday for the Tigers. So did I give you one of those cards to get to Patrick, Coach?
Yes, we did. We gave one to Patrick. And yes, he's getting his feet about him. He's looking good, very confident, making some great saves, keeping him in the game, and that's the key. He's being that backstop.
Well, that's certainly what the Tigers needed, and certainly, it's a tough situation to step in. We hope Sean Doyle's doing well. Sean's probably watching today. He's normally the Gardiner keeper, terrific kid, terrific family he comes from here in Tiger Town.
Absolutely.
And we wish Sean the very best, and quick recovery, Sean. Get back at it there. Certainly looking forward to covering you some more. Probably this winter we'll be mentioning Sean, and again in the spring. He's a multi-sport athlete.
Yes, he is. Outstanding. Looks like the Tigers are ready to go. Maranacook's in the corner coming out, ready to play.
Well, that's what we want to. If we start a little early, that's okay. We're starting right on time, so that's terrific here from Tiger Town. As we said, we got another game that we got to get onto, and certainly that's not anything that we're worried about. We've got a secondary crew, and they're all set to go. Chris Wheeler will be up there, taking over the reins up there at Halldale until I can get up there and get everything going up there. So, Munsing Media, as we like to say, Casey, full stream ahead.
Absolutely. Busy week. You're going to have a day of rest tomorrow, aren't
you? This is we're heading into. This is game 9, and then we got 10 and 11 this afternoon. We'll have done 11 games since Monday, and I just want to point out to the folks at home, we've got tremendous folks working with us. Calvin here today, Chris, as I mentioned, the commentators, Casey and Rob Kennedy, Mark Tinkham, and Caitlin Smith, and Mo McNally. Exactly. Corbin Eldridge doing work for us. I think I got everybody there. So Owen Munsing did some work the other night. So
Nice. Owen's a great kid.
We're underway.
Yes. Gardiner with the tip-off. Possession by the Tigers on a throw-in. Ball played to Bryce Bouchy. Stepped into by Number 20, Ryan Emerson. Some familiar names all the way around. Should be a good game.
Yeah, these kids aren't hiding from each other. They know each other pretty well. They play a lot together, and they see each other a lot.
Absolutely. Good clearance by Tucker Boudreau. Pressure by Bryce Boucher.
So we're building out our scoreboard. We'll have it up here pretty soon.
Tigers with a re-entry. Pressure by Braden DeRogie. Cleared out by Tim Wooster. Nice ball in by Josh Jacobson. Little pace. Good turn. Tigers with some pressure here. Played back to Dylan Staples. Off to Casey Paul. And we figure this is going to be a little bit more physical than the other two games. I mean, the Coney Gardiner game was physical because of the slippery field.
Right.
Now you're throwing the physicality of both teams. Oh, Vining on a break. Well played by Tucker Boudreau.
Yeah, Tucker just hustled rid of the spot. That's the key defensive technique right there, isn't it, Casey? When you're beaten, you're not going to try to chase the man. Run to the spot where he's going to be, where you can intersect him at his point of decision.
Absolutely. Geometry comes into effect right there. Number 14 with the through ball, Trevor Ryu to Eric Vining. Great bid. I think he lost the ball on a bounce or two. Service by Ryu. Vining on the ball. Cleared to DeRogie. DeRogie's got some space. Big touch. Ball in by Nick Floric.
Skies are brightening here, Casey. There's a push from behind.
Yep.
So it looks like it's going to be a good, certainly comfortable temperature-wise. 55 at kickoff here today from Hopefield and Gardiner. We got the nice perch up here in the press box. Calvin getting a good view of the action here from the Hopefield press box. So this is one of the great advantages that we have in doing games here at Gardiner.
Yeah, totally. This is a great venue. Vining with a settle.
Once we put that turf down, baby, we'll cook it.
Yeah, we are. Absolutely. You know, I say it's going to be this beacon of light to the community. It's going to be calling people into to move into this community. Great school, great facilities coming up, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see the growth. Tucker Boudreau on the re-entry. Miss kick taken down by Vining. Josh Jacobson dispossessed by Vining. And you'll hear his name a lot, along with Wooster, Ryu. These are key guys for Donnie Beckwith.
We're just underway. If you're joining us, that meant you slept in, which is well-deserved, everybody. The old teacher give you a note, please. Please allow Sally to sleep in on Saturday. She's had a tough week.
Yeah, it's been that it's been that kind of thing. I remember coaching hockey and going to the county on a weekday and saying, "You guys will get notes tomorrow."
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost a clearance by the Tigers. Nice save by Patrick Manser. Bergdahl with the shot.
Our clock official, by the way, folks. We're tied right in the scoring system here with our scoreboard.
Nice play by Dylan Staples to get out of trouble.
You're doing the JV game again, Casey?
Yeah, I'll stream
Okay.
the JV game right to the Facebook page for the high school. That way both schools can access it. Big throw by Maranacook. Good clearance by the Tigers. Now, Maranacook's coming off a 2-0 loss to a powerhouse Lewiston, which is, in most ranks, a pretty darn good score. So,
yes,
Donnie knows, what formations to play and in situations that some coaches miss. And Nick's done the same thing. He's reading what Maranacook's offering on a narrow field and how to play against them. So they're both it's a little chess match for them right now.
Yes, if you haven't seen a game from Hopefield and Gardiner for soccer, then, as Casey says, narrowed up. It's a football field, so there was no room to really expand to a full soccer field. That's all going to change because when they do the construction for the turf field, they're going to rip out that track that runs down there for the long jump, and they're going to increase the width of the field, and we'll have full regulation soccer, field hockey, football, anything you name, and it'll be an all-youth field. Every single youth team in the community can play on it. New lights going in.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I get chills just talking about that.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty fun.
I can't wait.
Been in this community long enough, you see, oh, good bid. Oh, on the feed through, Vining with the score on a big ball by Bergdahl from the back.
Well, that was a really well-executed play here
Yeah.
by Maranacook. We'll show you it on the replay. Casey will give you the comment there. He broke it down as the play unfolded. And certainly well played here by Maranacook. They knew exactly what they wanted to do, executed it well, got the header in, and no chance at all for the Tigers here. Let's take a look at this case.
Yeah, it looked like they fell asleep a little bit. Little indecision by Patrick not coming out, but there should have been a head on that. And instead, Vining puts it on his head and puts it in the back of the net. Bang, bang play.
Well executed?
Yes, definitely. Maranacook on the push again. Tigers need to get him 1 or 2 tackles in, feel good about the morning, and get back at it. Playing from behind, but they can do this. Nice head out by Dylan Staples. Momentum changes pretty quickly on a narrow field like this, so both teams are going to have that ebb and flow.
Well, you saw it. That looked like an innocuous situation from the start, but because of the shot in left field, it turned into a great scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and that's a big ball in that situation. Clearance by Tucker Boudreau. Out by Dylan Staples. Just missed by Casey Paul. Nice header by Wyatt Lambert. Picked up by number 24, Nick Florick. Found out Nick just came back to the fold from Maranacook. He'd been out for a year. Decided to play a little basketball, baseball in the fall. Nice ball down the wing. Just a little long. I see Tucker playing a little bit with a little bit more depth today. Not quite a sweeper position, but playing with some depth to shut down that long ball again. Nice one touch by Vining to number 12, Gabe Corey. Shut down by Tucker Boudreau. Nicely played by Tucker. Nice ball back to Vassell. Just not enough on it. Cleared wide. Goal kick. Yes.
I think it might take some time for the Tigers to get percolating a little bit with what they've played. And sometimes, it's like the old, what was it, that back when you were a kid, Casey, that Aqua Velva commercial where they slap you side the face and thanks, I needed that. Remember that one?
Absolutely.
We may be dating ourselves here, Casey and I, because Casey was a kid. I mean, I had Casey in school, so I'm really old, but that's an old commercial.
It is. Yeah. It is. I remember going to New Jersey and watching it on my grandfather's TV.
There you go.
Living up in Maine, we didn't get a lot of cable till we moved to Gardiner.
Well, there's something about an Aqua Velva, man. It's amazing how you remember those taglines.
Absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. There's somebody making a good tagline there. If 60 years later, 50 years later, the old coach is still remembering it. So
exactly.
The young folks at home are going, what the
Aqua
hell?
Velva?
Get that guy some coffee.
What's
he talking about?
Yeah, they're like, don't you pick that up at the dollar store?
Nice. I don't even know if they still make it.
I think they do. Unbelievably so. Yeah.
Probably somebody drinking it to try to cure the cobra or something. I don't know.
Absolutely. Don't say that. We're going to start a whole generation drinking Aqua Velva. There we go. Nice clear. Vining comes back for the ball. Looking for some help. He's got a target up top with Wooster. Nice step by Dylan Staples. Good pace on that. He's come a long way. Sophomore Dylan Staples with some great ball control. Moody with a bid.
Ooh.
Nice save by Braden St. Pierre.
Looks like the sun may be starting to peek through. We hope so. We hope you're enjoying the start of your weekend, a well-deserved weekend for everybody. And what's better than to be watching a bunch of high school kids out doing what they love to do, and
absolutely,
Muncie Media doing what we love to do, which is to bring you these games for the folks that can't be here. So we'll get a corner, see what's cooking.
Yeah, Dylan Staples proving me right with a good tackle and run down the sidelines, changed the momentum a little bit. Now, Now we're doing a head count in the box. Again, it's 5v5. Referees are going to stop the play, control it.
I think Jeff Bodge, one of the officials.
Yep, Jeff Bodge, and it looks like Charlie Brown, actually, on the far side. Good service in by Braden, just over the top. Looking for his third goal of the year off a corner kick. Not that often. It's like the hole-in-one in golf.
He's uniquely talented, isn't he?
Yes,
Braden?
He is. Braden sees the field exceptionally well. He plays, I remember in youth lacrosse, he was the same way. He plays like a point guard in every sport he plays. He's a smart athlete. IQ is high in everything.
Well, as Coach and I always have said, smart, talented athletes will make you a pretty smart coach.
Yes, they will.
You know what I mean?
Yes, they will. And once they find the love of the game, it's easy from there. Substitution coming in, Sam Arsenal in for Caleb Gardiner.
Well, beautiful late fall scene here with the colors on the trees over at the Prairie Street School, and it looks beautiful here at Hoke.
Yeah, Trevor Ryu dispossessed Casey Paul, up to number 12, Gabe Corey. Turned over to Binding. Good out by Vassal. Turn. Oh, foul. Good stop. No wall set up. Coach was screaming for that. Sometimes the little startup, got to wake up. That Aquavelva moment just happened. It hit Colby Vassal in the thighs, and hopefully he can start talking and get the defense together, because Maranacook's playing everything quickly right now. Big throw by Worcester. Nice settle. Nice save by Patrick Manser on Vining.
Vining got the goal.
Yep. And you'll hear his name a lot. He's pretty active. Junior, plays at a pretty high level. Always has. He's kind of like Braden DeRogie. Tackle made by number 16, Connor Karen. Ball kicked out. Getting a little physical right now.
Coach Wallace trying to help out the guys with the whistles.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're playing for the next call, as you know, Casey.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I used to call non-existent infractions before the snap just to see if I could get a call. I'd say, he moved, he's in motion, he's doing. And sometimes you'd get one, and the ref would say, geez, I wasn't sure, but maybe when you said that, I threw the flag.
Right. I learned something from Donnie Glover, who was the old Brunswick high school lacrosse coach. The little ow every once in a while when you get slashed in the head, just the coach saying ow.
Yeah.
The referee gets it in his head like, man, maybe that was. So the next time. So you're building for the next call.
Yeah.
Nice play by Colby Moody. Casey Paul played it off the defender. So build-up is going to be key for these two teams. And Coach Nick and I talked yesterday up in the booth. Illegal throw coming out the other way. Didn't go behind his head. Is build up through the midfield. And Donnie's probably going to try. Donnie Beckwith is going to try to clog it up, which he should on a narrow field. And the Tigers are a little bit more active in the midfield. They're more successful. Nice head out by Allenbaugh, the freshman.
Well, let the folks know they've been watching us all. See, we made some changes in our equipment, and if you've watched some of our games before, yesterday and now today, we're using a new piece of equipment that we think has given us a better picture. So if somebody says, hey, it looks a lot better than it normally does, let us know that, because that helps us going forward.
Yep. Nice take by Worcester off a pass from Vining. So if you watch, this is one of the things I said earlier, or actually yesterday in the last game, is pull the trigger. The boys are from Maranacook have come out firing. Patrick Manser's been busy back there. Good out by Tucker Boudreau. Pressure by Moody. Played off of Bergdahl.
Okay. You may hear me occasionally to talk to our cameraman as we get changeable skies, we have to make adjustments on our camera
Yeah.
with the neutral density filter. So sometimes I'm asking Calvin what the settings are and stuff like that. And it's what happens sometimes. We have a three-person crew. We don't have ESPN production trucks here.
You know, and it's great that you have that because it is changing constantly with the cloud cover back and forth. Nicely done by Tweedy, battling for the ball. He's coming along nicely for Coach. Casey Paul with the ball up the sidelines. Tackled by number 20, Ryan Emerson.
Nice job by Emerson. Just stood his ground there, didn't he? And let his body play the ball. Yeah.
This is a big contact sport for Ryan. I've known Ryan for a long time, since he was actually a little kid at the ice arena. He's a swimmer, and this sport suits him well, though. He's played a lot of youth soccer. He's a nice player.
Yeah, not a lot of contact in swimming.
No, not at all. Nicely played by Emerson again with the clear. Yeah, Ryan's mom was the figure skating pro at the ice arena when I was running. Yeah. She comes from the, what do they call it? The Upper Peninsula up in Michigan.
Oh, really? Yeah.
The UP, right?
That's UP.
UP.
Yeah, great.
Braden DeRogie with another corner kick. So the Tigers are getting their chances. They're not as consistent as before, but they're getting their chances to get a scoring bid. Nice ball by number 28 for the Black Bears. Nice play by Gabe Corey.
Well, conditioning will certainly factor into this one. It's going to be a fairly warm day for late October today, Casey.
It is, and that's the key is get those muscles moving right now, get it lubed up, and get into that second wind, and they're going to be all right. Both teams are actually playing fairly well. You see a little more direct ball out of Maranacook. Gardiner's kind of finding the rhythm right now.
Well, it's like the morning practice after a double session. You've got to get that lactic acid out of your system, and the way to do that is by getting your muscles active.
Yeah, I had a JV player that came home last night, and I sent him right to the shower, and I said, hey, time to relax a little bit. You get another one tomorrow. Nice take by Vining. Off to Worcester, back to Vining. Little 1-2. This is a tough one, is those little breaks. Paul on a break. Looking for Sam Arsenal. Oh, no, that's actually Cam LaSalle, sorry.
That's Cam down the left side.
Lost the number. Yeah, Arsenal's behind him. Good bid. On a wider field, he would add all kinds of space.
Remember, we'll have a break in about 2 minutes at the official's discretion. Hydration, sanitation.
Yep, tough touch by Vining.
We call it a coffee break up here in Media Land.
Absolutely.
This time of the morning? I got the thermos ready.
Nice. Big throw by Jacobson. Sam Arsenal back to Jacobson. Casey Paul with the ball in. Well played. Up to number 3.
That's not the break. There's some subs coming in here for the Black Bears.
So seasoned refereeing crew right here with Charlie Brown and Mr. Bodge. So they know the characters pretty well also.
Yeah, Jeff knows characters because he's been one.
Forever.
Great athlete. Oh,
absolutely.
My gosh. One of the top athletes come out of this Central Mania. He could Jeff could do everything.
He played 3 sports at USM, which not many people did that. Nice out. Oh, yeah, good call. Foul on Vining coming out. Tucker Boudreau held his space with the header.
Yeah, Tucker's a steadying force back there. The type of kid you want back there as your last line.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And that's that speed that Coach likes. Played short by Patrick Manser. Gaining about 10 yards. And so that holding striker, which is Moody and LaSalle, one of them needs to be that target, and they're finding it along the way. Tucker's playing a nice ball up top. Throw in Tigers. Josh Jacobson taking it. Yep. Yeah, we got our break.
So we'll take our break as well. Let you know 1-0. We'll come back. More soccer from Hopefield and Gardiner after these local messages.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
At a family's time of loss, making arrangements with those you know and trust can lessen the burden, so you may better focus on preparations and services. Family First Funeral Homes and Cremation Care's network of long-established, family-managed firms is here for families like yours, providing experienced and compassionate service throughout Central Maine. They are Lowry Brothers and Wheeler Funeral Homes in Fairfield and Oakland, Knowlton and Hewins and Roberts Funeral Homes, serving Augusta and Winthrop, and Staples Funeral Home for families in Gardiner, Maine. Each staff is experienced at accommodating the unique needs of the families we serve, as well as pre-arranging services for individuals. All of the Family First locations stay true to our traditions and commitment to the communities we've served for decades. Together, we join with you to celebrate lives well lived. Family First Funeral Homes and Cremation Care, where your family is our family.
We're back here to Hopefield and Gardiner. Rob Munson, Casey Johnson, Calvin Mason doing our camera work here for us. 1959. That's the year I started first grade, Casey. 1959.
Wow.
Wow is right.
Yeah. That was not even a glimmer in anybody's eye back then.
You wouldn't even thought about it.
Yeah. I think my dad might have been a freshman at, well, Zinger, how old are you now?
I'm 67.
67. So, yeah, my dad might have been I don't even gather to know what he might have been at Hinckley School before he went on to Monmouth. So, yeah, he got transplanted up here. He was a freshman. He was a freshman or a postgrad at Hinckley because he graduated at 16 and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a young boy. So,
Okay,
nice
got
throw.
our scoreboard back up and looks to be function, so that's
Nice
good.
take by Derogi. That could be a good battle. Good step by the freshman Alamba. Sorry, nice through ball. Cam just didn't read it. Oh.
Incidental contact, we call that.
Yeah.
Coach Wallace had a few words for the boys.
Two voices resonated. I heard Donnie and Coach Wallace barking a little bit. I think the boys got into the huddle talking, and usually that's the last voice you want to hear is Coach barking at you to pay attention to him.
Well, not a lot of 10 o'clock games on either one of these programs scheduled. So, teens, you've got a couple of them. So, they like to sleep in on any day that ends with the word day. They'll sleep in for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. It's hard. They're waking up at 6:30 in the morning to go to school,
right.
But the weekends are theirs. Nice ball. Take over by the Black Bears. I want to say that was number 14. Yeah, Ryu. Ball the other way. Tucker Boudreau with the re-entry. Nice step. Number 8, Wyatt Lambert. Tough taking that ball off the head in the morning like that. Kind of that wake-up call. Come from the offside position, number 16, Jackson Boudreau. Right idea, trying to stretch him out, but the referee watching that closely.
So the Tigers welcome in a limited number of fans here. You see those as Calvin goes back and forth, sitting down in COVID circles so that they're distanced and all. So we invite, say hello to our Maranacook fans who can't travel to the away games, many of whom I'm sure have never missed one of their kids' games since they were 4 years old. So we're glad we're able to bring you these games, and congratulations to all the schools and the other streaming services that are getting going around the state here, and we're pleased to be able to have helped some of those folks out with some information from our trials and tribulations for the past 10 years of streaming. I saw Danny Gilmet, one of my former students. He's working for a Mustang TV over there from Monmouth Academy. He and Cal Yetten are doing the work over there. They're doing great work.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's becoming an art form now for these guys to learn this. I mean, it's fairly new to me, and it's been a lot of fun, Munz. It's fun to watch these kids get out there and do what they do,
and that you can share it with the parents and the grandparents and the folks. You know, even an iPhone video is welcomed. You know, when any port in the storm, as they say. We're, of course, a little more sophisticated because we've been at it a long time with the replay and the scoreboards. And, you know, we did a multi-camera shoot down here the other day. So we're glad to be able to do it. Back to the action, Casey.
Yep. Jackson Boudreau with the ball, dispossessed by Corey, sorry. Good step by Wooster. See, Donnie's got his boys not afraid to shoot. They're taking a shot from anywhere from 25 to 30 yards out, testing a young keeper. But I think Patrick's done a great job of keeping it together.
Well, as we were picking up here after the game yesterday, the varsity game, we looked out there, and there was Patrick out playing his normal. What is he, a midfielder?
Midfielder.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So he steps down into the JV just to get that fitness in, and you know that's the hard thing is he's standing a lot and he's active, but it's different motion. And Coach wanted to get his lungs working a little bit. Nice knockdown by Maranacook. Played wide. So Maranacook's used to a narrow field too, so there's really no change. I mean,
they play in their football field.
They do. Yeah, a lot of the games. I'm not sure. You know, sometimes they play on the baseball field and whatnot, but when they play some night games, and I'm sure they're trying to showcase their athletes by doing night games here and there.
Well, almost all games turn into night games when you start them at 3:30, 4 o'clock now, as we're in the latter stages, and clocks will get changed here very shortly. And, of course, the season's over in a week.
It is.
Right?
End of next week is the end of it all.
And we'll have another busy week for you here. We'll talk about that a little bit at halftime, let you know what we got cooking next week.
For sure. Nice ball in by Jacobson. Nobody there. So Coach is going to probably talk to the Tigers a little bit about diagonal runs, and they're playing very linear right now, and it makes it's not effective on this narrow field unless you're stretching them way out, which Mr. Beckwith is going to have his guys trapping in the back. You saw the offsides call on Jackson Boudreau earlier. So Tweedy into the game in the midfield. Taking Drogi out, it looks. Yes, I think so. Well played by Dylan Staples. Dispossessed by number 14, Ryu. Still holding the ball. Pressured by Casey Paul nicely. Some good shielding going on. I know Donnie's asking for that call, but that's a pretty good shield. Nicely played by Bryce Bushy. A little too far for Caleb Gardiner. Throw in by number 24, Nick Florek. Nicely played. Unlucky. Got a substitution coming in. Coach Wallace is trying some new combinations, new in the midfield. And then Sam Arsenal going back to his regular perch during preseason at striker. Nice tackle by Casey Paul. Good dispossessed by Wooster. That's a good battle right there. Oh, there's a foul coming out. Good
one-on-one there. Calvin gave it to you right down below us. A field might have played a little factor in that. If
Right.
you saw our game yesterday, that spot right there where Calvin's showing you on our game cam, that area right there at about from the 40 to the 40-yard line is where they played volleyball in the dampness the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's still slick.
Yes, it is. See some good depth by Maranacook. Headed out. Allenbaugh with the play. Yep, there we go.
We've talked about the field case. I want to pass along kudos to the Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation. They're the big contributor to the new field that's coming in. Of course, they've been sponsoring our streaming of Gardiner High School and statewide sports for about 5 years now. Richard Hutchinson, his wife Kelly, graduates of Gardiner Area High School, and they are the big contributor to the new field. You'll see their foundation logo and logos of all the participants who are helping us build the field, all contributions from this, nothing from the taxpayer, to put a brand new turf field in here at Gardiner. Just a remarkable accomplishment.
Yeah, it is. It's a big get. A lot of people doing stuff in kind and doing whatever they can for the community, which is great.
Yeah, we'll be talking to Nate Stubbard as soon as things firm up a little more. We'll have another, we call them Tiger Talks. We'll get Nate on.
Nice.
Probably between seasons.
Good turn by number 3, Seth Badu. Good bid. So the Tigers holding firm back there, blocking chances, playing with some waves of defense, layers, and kind of stifling Maranacook at the 18, which is good. Maranacook holding their depth just above 30 yards. Not a lot of chances, a couple corner kicks, but not a lot cooking.
Eric Vining with the early goal for the Black Bears. It stood up so far with about 10 minutes and 30 seconds or so to go.
Yeah. Braden DeRogie back in the game at midfield. Working with Casey Paul. Cut back by Vining. Outside of the foot shot. Wide. I think he had a little bit more time on that.
Well, I want to thank you, Casey, for your volunteering, coming in, lending your expertise to these broadcasts that we're doing. You've taught me a lot about soccer, and I've had the great opportunity this fall because normally we don't cover as much soccer and as much field hockey, and I have just loved being able to learn about these games and the techniques and the
Nice
what the
tackle.
coaches are thinking and all that. So thanks for sharing.
It's a lot of fun. It's been great working. I mean, it's getting my juices flowing again with soccer because I stepped away from it 7 or 8 years ago, and it's good to see these kids playing in the growth of the program with Nick Wallace.
Well, soccer is really doing well here in the state of Maine, and there's talk about bringing a professional team in down the Portland area.
Yeah.
That'd be really exciting.
They've tried a couple times. The developmental leagues, kind of like the Red Claws, just not as well funded. Hopefully this takes off. Southern Maine seems to be growing so much, and the volume of people down there. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they do. It's good for the community.
Munson Media would be pleased to go down there and stream those games.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I don't think so, but
It'd be a lot of fun.
It would be cool.
Yeah, definitely. I think Mr. Kennedy would be great for
play-by-play.
play.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. I thought of him, if they're going to be looking for a play-by-play guy.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's some really good soccer talk down in the southern part of the state, as you talked about. The Mannix boys are doing a great job on their the Big Jab on Saturday morning show that they have. They have a whole segment for soccer.
That's awesome.
Jeff and Taylor, they're doing a great job. In fact, I reached out to Taylor when we were going to do a 2-camera shoot and said, how should we do this? He said, well, I did one for ESPN, 2 cameras. One was tight, one was wide. So that's what we did the other day. And I thank Taylor for his help.
That's great. Nice entry by Maranacook. Oh, number 9 possessing the ball, Sam McKee.
McKee with a takeaway there.
Yeah. Nice patience by number 1, Nisby. Settled by Ryu. Back to Wooster. Ryu just wide. Just a little mishit. And you're going to get that on a day like today. You got sun, you got cloud cover. It's all over the place.
Yeah,
you
can see the changeable camera view here as when the sun comes out, the colors pop and little muted here right now as the cloud covers come back in, but comfortable to play, and that's the main thing. And it looks like next week is going to turn rainy and cold.
Yes,
bad combination for old guys like me. probably young soccer players and field hockey players, as the fields have stood up okay.
Yeah.
There was not a lot of 10 to 11 care put into Hoke Field because we were online to already have put the turf in, but COVID reared its ugly head and put us behind on that. So
yeah, and that's the hard thing with the in-kind work, that most of these guys are super busy right now.
Yeah.
And infrastructure works at an all-time high, and building everywhere. You can't find building material, whether it's do-it-yourselfers or whatnot. So it's hard, but it will come. We're patient in our community.
The housing is crazy here in the state of Maine. I saw your father's family from New Jersey coming up.
No more. Don't want them. Send them back. They could bring a deli sandwich, I think. That would be nice, but that's about it.
My college roommate, the New Jersey kid, great kid.
Oh, really? Where was he from?
He was from Neptune, New Jersey.
Oh, that's where Mom's from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Honest to God.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So you tell her that if she knew the Libbies.
Okay, I will.
From Neptune, New Jersey.
Yeah.
His dad was a Navy man, so they relocated to Neptune. And I can remember back in the day, back when we were in college, he said, geez, guys, you should hear this guy down in New Jersey. He's going to be really something good. And we would rag him about always talking about New Jersey this and New Jersey that.
Nice.
So we said, what's his name? He said, Bruce Springsteen. We said, right. Yeah, we'll hear about him. Yeah, right.
It's funny because my dad said that. I got in an argument with Scott Curtis because he's like, the Inkwell's a place in Springfield, Mass that Bruce Springsteen's saying. I'm like, well, the well is in New Jersey, and that's where Bruce is from. I think that's where he's saying.
He's from Freehold.
Yeah.
Freehold. I read his book. It's awesome. And he used to play a lot in Asbury Park, which is right next to Neptune, as you probably know.
Yeah, my dad went to Monmouth College, so they were right. That's where they met, Mom and Dad. So.
Okay, so there's the world tour from Munzing Media. We'll get back to the end. We get distracted sometimes. We hope you enjoy the give and take.
Nice ball out to Tweedy. Tweedy dispossesses and takes again. Oh,
that's a push.
That is a push. That's an easy call. Well, a little physicality going on there. The kids are getting to know each other a little bit on the field, and it's going to be back and forth. So, yeah. Taylor's one of those physical players. We're still learning the art. His brother Jackson was that agitator and did a good job. And once you learn the art of being an agitator, your value goes up tremendously. Yeah. You just cut down your fouls and play. Brad Marchand's one of those guys,
he
right?
made an early career of it and then became a prolific goal scorer.
Right.
There's a little hit.
Yep, there's some physicality. Not afraid of it, either team, which is kind of okay in my book.
Tigers thought, looking for the call. Kobe Vassell said he was pointing immediately.
Yep.
Up this way, said it should be black ball, but
and this is a tough one because with COVID, we're down to a two-man squad for refereeing. You hardly ever see a three-man system.
Yeah.
And there are some missed calls and some right calls that the kids are going to argue anyway. So
is that, Casey, because some of the officials have opted out during COVID? Is that it? And they're a little short-staffed?
I know
Dave Turtelot does a great job of getting officials to all the games, but you're right.
I think it's
threes.
Right, and I think it's a fine balance of that, or overload of how many people can be in the facility. So
right. Yeah, if they put an official in, you cut down on a fan.
Right. Nice out by Dylan Staples. That's a great ball by the sophomore. Hit by Vining, blocked by the Tigers. Nice
Good
out.
sequence by the Tigers because they really needed to avoid that second goal.
Right, totally. Yep. This is a tough one. Good decision-making by both teams on that. Patrick Manser coming in for the ball, Vining letting up. Play by Wooster. Tigers back and forth we go. Both teams are giving a good run at some offense. Stringing the passes are starting to come for the Tigers, and Donnie Beckwith's crew with Maranacook have been doing it all along. Nice switch in. Oh, just missed LaSalle's head. It could have been a good deflection.
Just under 3. Again, as we told you, if you're joining us late, our clock is right into the scoring system here at Gardiner High School's Hope Field. So it's official.
2 minutes and 39. Worcester with the ball out. Josh Jacobson with a header. Just missed it. Sorry, that wasn't Worcester. That was Bergdahl. Worcester's in the midfield. There you go, Braden Drogi. Well, that's a good call. That's some physicality. It's not a professional foul that's taken with some physicality, and again, it's wear and tear on your body. It's the chess match inside. Drogi's looking for some time and space, and Maranacook's doing a good job of not giving it to him. Let's see where Braden goes with this. Ball in, ball back out by Bergdahl. Yeah, handball.
So really good opportunity here for the Tigers with 1:30 or so to go.
Service by Casey Paul this time. I think he's going to probably take the shot. Good hit. Nice save by St. Pierre. Nice out by St. Pierre. Settled by Maranacook. Staples PJ. I called him PJ, which is his stepdad or dad. Nice out. One minute left.
Let you know, Case will show the goal on the outtake here as we go.
Okay, great save by Manser. That's a tough one coming in. Good job by Staples. Yeah, there's a foul. That's good. Keep working. I used to tell some of the parents about, fouls are going to happen. Just let them go. The kids are handling, the refs are handling it. Good job. Nice settle by Drogi.
Let the kids play, the refs ref, the coaches coach.
Yeah.
Spectators cheer.
Even the kids that get whacked or do the whacking, the referees are going to see it. They control what's going on. Good job holding the ball for the re-entry. 3 seconds. Good.
So let's take a look at the lone goal in the game. It was the Eric Vining goal. The junior put his Black Bears up on top early in this one, and that stood so far, Casey.
Yeah, it was a great ball up top. It was a big service, bang play. I think Gardiner was a little bit, still embedded at a point because that ball was played on two-hopper by Vining into his head and into the back of the net.
Well, teams will gather. We'll have about a 10-minute break, intermission break. It'll give us a chance to show you the great sponsors who make Munzing Media's production of Gardiner Area High School sports a possibility. Want to thank Jack and Kathy Jo Goggin of IGA over in Randolph for their participation with us for years and years and multi-generations of great service to the community.
Why waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph? Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, you're in, you're out, you're home.
Strategic Real Estate Services, serving all buyers and sellers. 2 locations, 335 Water Street, Gardiner, and 83 Kennedy Memorial Drive, Waterville. From residential to commercial, solutions and strategies that equal results for you. Visit strategicreservices.com or call 485-1105.
At Gardiner Apothecary, we offer all the medications and services of a modern pharmacy, but with the friendly, personalized service of an independent business. We are your source for all your pharmaceutical needs, offering conventional prescription filling, over-the-counter medications, vitamins, and more. We call our customers by name. We care about you, your health, and meeting all your pharmaceutical and medical supply needs at our locally owned pharmacy. We live here. and we are committed to providing the very best care and customer service to our neighbors. Gardiner Apothecary, the way pharmacy should be.
Gardiner Apothecary! Yay! Got it! Got it!
At our firm, we have the client and only the client in mind. Our mission is to get to know and understand your needs, wants, and long-term goals. We want to help you develop, implement, and monitor a strategy that's designed to address your individual situation. We understand the challenges families face today. From managing debt to saving for college to retirement, these personal finance challenges can be overwhelming. Our commitment is to utilize all of our resources to help you pursue your goals. We believe in thinking out of the box, and we are not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom in our approach to financial services and preserving wealth. All of our energy, commitment, and efforts are focused on you, the client, and your satisfaction.
When you choose a financial institution to entrust your hard-earned money to, bigger is not necessarily better. Will you be noticed? Will you be heard? At Gardiner Federal Credit Union, our members aren't account numbers, they're our friends and neighbors. Each member has a vote, a voice. What matters to you matters to us. Lending decisions are based not solely on your credit score, but on who you truly are. We work diligently to end hunger. We volunteer in our local schools and throughout the community supporting neighborhood events. We are local people making local decisions, investing in our members and giving back to our communities. Gardiner Federal Credit Union, where your money has a voice.
Coaches and athletes know that teamwork is the key to success. At the Gosline Insurance Group, our team is comprised of knowledgeable, enthusiastic, and dedicated agency personnel who are committed to keeping our clients informed and protected. Featuring 9 agencies throughout the area, the Gosline Insurance Group is the largest locally owned independent agency group in Central Maine. As a trusted choice agent, we are dedicated to you and are committed to treating you as a person and not as a policy. This commitment means we will work for you and not the insurance company. So call us today and let our team put you on the path to success.
Started in 2019 by the Colas family in Pittston, Colas Gravel Pit offers some of Kennebec County's highest quality gravel products. Located just south of the old Cedar Grove Road on the right off State Highway 27, Colas Gravel Pit is committed to providing our customers with an outstanding product at a fair price. We offer a wide variety of products for all your needs. At Colas Gravel Pit, our loader is always on site. Local deliveries on larger quantities are always available, and we offer discounts on large quantities as needed.
Colas Gravel Pit is family owned and operated since 2019, producing Kennebec County's highest quality gravel at a fair price.
At Randolph Hardware, our game plan is simple. We offer way more than just hardware, but it all starts with a promise. We have what you need and always with a smile. We have a huge selection of paint, plumbing, electrical, and gardening supplies to help you complete simple projects to major home renovations. We also offer a rental center, factory authorized power equipment repair, and the best tool selection around. So stop in today and let the Randolph Hardware team help make your project a winner.
Hi, my name is Shayna Epperson and I'm with Atlantic Youth Sports Inc. and we operate out of Gardiner, Maine. We strive to bring young athletes to the game of basketball, volleyball, softball, and lacrosse. We also bring our principal cores, 3 of them, of teamwork, we bring respect, and we bring confidence.
Hi, I'm Lizzie Gruber. I've been with Shayna for 6 years. AYS has brought me to be a physically and mentally stronger person on and off the court. I've also met some of my lifelong friends through this amazing program.
You can become part of our family by visiting us online at www.aysinc.org, or you can email us at aysincinfo@gmail.com.
I'm retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd Airborne Division. In 2012, I was injured in Afghanistan due to a roadside bomb. It took portions of both arms and both legs, and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive again, and take care of my young family. Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right? So for me, it's real easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything. When I think about my situation, I'm lucky to be here.
When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits. Ray Valley and Brian Heath brought me in to speak at one of their forums.
After hearing Travis's story, I was compelled to move forward with our relationship. We specialize in reaching out to employees and employers, explaining to them the value of supplemental health coverage. Accidents, cancer, critical illness, disability, and sometimes even death are events that happened in our lifetime.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it. After talking with Ray and Brian, telling them how much I really appreciate what they're doing, they decided that it would be just an awesome partnership if I became part of the team, not just as a spokesperson, but as an actual partner in the company. I have a message for everybody about supplemental benefits because I feel like everybody should be protected from life's unexpected events.
Accidents do happen. I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to get into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
Back at it, Rob Munson, Casey Johnson, just underway here in the second. Let's turn over the voice of Gardiner Soccer, Casey Johnson.
Yep. Maranacook with possession, pushing it up. Nicely played by Trevor Ryu. Up to number 28, Andrew Dupuis. So it's been pretty even action, back and forth. Touches, it's been a little bit more Maranacook. Gardiner's getting to string some passes together, trying to build up. We'll see what Maranacook offers here. Good throw in. I think Vining wasn't paying attention on that. Big throw. And that's the big thing. You know, Donnie knows this field pretty well because he's played a few games here, and his narrow field, use that throw in to an advantage. It's a corner kick.
So adjustments at halftime. Put your coaching hat on, Casey. What are you seeing?
Yeah, well, it looks like Nick Wallace is playing a normal 4-4-2, keeping the midfields together. He's trying some different groupings up top. He's got Bryce Bouchy and Cam LaSalle starting the game now. Maranacook, no real changes either. You know, they're going to play I think they're playing a 3-5-2. So they're loading up that midfield to try to clog it a little bit, which makes it difficult. So
next goal, as they say, very crucial here.
It is.
It's going to be a low-scoring affair. You have the sense of that. So
not a lot of animation coming out of either huddle. So coaches are really more doing technical stuff and tactical stuff more than motivation, which is good to see. You know, these guys are just students of the game, and they're learning every day. And both coaches doing a great job.
Yeah, my thought was always, hey, listen, one of the things we want you kids to do is self-motivate. We're not here to motivate you. We got to teach you, and we want to do those technical X's and O things at halftime. And I always thought the rah-rah stuff was about as overrated as anything in the history of coaching. So
yeah,
you know.
Every once in a while, a good speech at halftime will do it if you're down a goal or two or whatnot. But you know, most of this stuff comes from within, like you were saying.
Yep. That was my thought.
Yeah, mine too. And you know, and that's the thing with my group in lacrosse. I was having a conversation with somebody. We don't have set plays anymore. It's a thing of the past. You know, when you orchestrate like basketball, these kids got to be self-thinkers, and they've come a long way. And the same thing with soccer. That's the kind of free flow.
You learn it, and there's basic tenets of the game that you want to have.
And you make mistakes, and you learn from those mistakes, and you move along.
And I think it stems from, you've got to be who you are as a coach. The position that I played in high school and quarterback at the University of Maine is it's a non-emotional position for a lot of it. It's a thinking position. It's an analytical position. You've got to be in charge of your faculties at all times because that's important. So I think that's how you coach when you're a certain way.
Yeah, totally. And it's big opportunity there by number 14, Ryu, gobbled up by Manser. Yeah, most of these kids are learning along the way, and it's nice to see. I think this is a classroom in itself. Well played by number 29, Worcester. Kind of been that holding midfielder for the Maranacook Black Bears.
Well, you said this Maranacook team lost 2-0 to a powerhouse Lewiston team.
Yeah.
That I'm not sure where that game was. If it was at Lewiston, I bet it was a fast-paced game on the new turf.
On the new turf.
What a beautiful field they have there.
Right. Right. And this formation that Donnie's playing, that it looks like anyways, is tough in the midfield, so you can slow that game down a little bit. And I think that's probably what Donnie ended up doing.
He probably wanted a slog.
Yep. Nicely played by Manser.
Get more confident with every tick of the clock, isn't he? Played that perfectly. Came out, was in charge, in command of the situation. That's what you like to see in a goalkeeper.
Yeah, and he's going to grow with this. I mean, it's a hard position because you learn to take your time on situations. We used to call it taking the air out of the ball, and he'll learn, and he's done a good job. I know they miss him dearly in the midfield, and they miss Sean. So it's a good transition.
Yeah, coach will have a nice decision to make because, they're both juniors, so they're both back next year. Only one senior on this team.
Yeah. No, actually, Patrick's just a sophomore.
Oh, Patrick's a sophomore and Sean's a junior. Yeah, so the point that I should have made is that they'll both be back next year.
Yeah, they will.
It'll be a nice situation for coach.
Yeah, definitely. You can always, dial back and do something different. And if you have two goaltenders, it's a good problem to have.
Sure it is.
Nice ball to Vining. Played up to Dupuis. Is that the correct saying on that? Dupuis?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Anybody out there from the Maranacook side? I know Becky Vining's probably one of the parents watching. If she could correct me,
give us a phonetical spelling. We really try to get the kids' names right, but
classmate of Richard Hutchinson, Rob Vining. Is the father of
Robbie.
7.
Robbie was a great football player for me. Played on a state, we call it a state championship freshman team, but it was a freshman championship game.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, Robbie was a wingback for us.
Was he a wingback? I didn't know that.
His mom Joan, I spent a lot of time working with her at Gardiner Junior High School and then Regional Middle School.
Yep. Yeah, no, Eric picked up soccer early, and he's been carrying on the torch. He's a good athlete, 3-sport athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rob just got out of surgery, had a procedure done, and we wish him well.
Yeah, no down and backs today, Robbie. You don't have to do them, okay? Take the day off, says Coach, okay? You don't have to do them.
Make sure Eric does everything at the house, by the way, too. Yeah, Eric with a big bid just outside.
Right on cue. We like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. That just tickles me when I see a former player of ours, a former student of mine, the kids out there playing, and what it does, it makes me feel incredibly old, Casey. That's what it does.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you. I was actually pulling up pictures of the old soccer pictures because Cole, before the Gardiner Fire came around, Cole was playing for Maranacook for Coach Beckwith, and got some pictures of Eric and Cole playing. Little guys, tiny little guys.
Well, Robbie was playing as a freshman for me. That was 82. That's 38 years ago, so that's where that goes.
Wow.
Huh?
Wow. Just like yesterday, though.
It is. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he wore number 15. I'm not sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I tend to remember uniform numbers. I don't know. Yeah. Robbie, if you want, you wore number 15. You'd make an old guy happy if he remembered that. But that was freshman year.
Vining on the ball. Nice service in. Good ball out by, it looked like Boudreau. Number 17, Thomas Clausen. On the play on the wing. Josh Jacobson with the throw. Oh, no. Yep, that is Josh. No, that's Staples, sorry. Eyes are failing me. Good service in by Maranacook, gobbled up by Manser. See, that's the one he should take a little time on. There you go. Number
Nice
9.
screen off.
Yeah, definitely great shielding.
Shielding, is that the term? Okay.
This shielding, yeah.
Yeah, Coach McNally's been teaching me field hockey. You're teaching me soccer. We're going to call that shielding. So you'll hear me use that.
Yeah. No, it's a great job by I think that was Allenbaugh that did it. Nice turn by Vining there. Good step by Boudreau. Close quarters. Tough one. Nicely done by Casey Paul. Here's a break. It's opportunity. Colby Moody showing for him. So you got Vining dropping into that holding position and his support in the back. Good play by Patrick Manser. You can hear the talk from here. Good throw to Caleb Gardiner. Recovery by Jarogi. I see Braden hands on the knees a little bit. Physicality is a lot of wear and tear in the last 4 days on that guy. He's been playing a standout position at central midfield for Coach Wallace. Good step by number 8, Lambert from Maranacook. Dead ball coming in. Nice step by Moody. Coach using all of his bench right now, trying to find a connection. Moody's seeing some more playing time for the varsity side. He's kind of super sub moving in. Arsenal in for Caleb Gardiner. Throw by Florek. Nice step by number 27, Bergdahl. Nice step by 8 also. Lambert's coming to play the second half, getting more and more touches. Florek with the throw in. Nick's a baseball player at Maranacook.
And that shows.
Yep, definitely. Nice throw. Clearance, Jarogi on the ball. Yep. I would have called a play on there, but that's okay. Coach Bodge is slowing the game down a little bit for him. He couldn't turn. Jarogi couldn't turn on that. Number 12, Corey got his leg up. Big ball by Tucker Boudreau. Nicely played. Good clear. Number 14, Ryu, up to Vining. Vining slowing it down a little bit. Nice cutback.
Shift.
Yeah, he is that kid. That was a running back move a little bit. Sidestep.
Yep, a good one. Want to let you know we'll take the 20-minute break, sanitation break. We got a little treat for you. One of the groups that would be out in the forefront of all the Gardiner area high school athletic events, of course, are our cheerleaders, and they've sent me a video. I'm going to play that at the break here today,
nice.
And we'll give recognition to all the cheerleaders under the direction of Jeannie Moody. Does a fantastic job with our young ladies there with the cheerleaders, and we'll bring you that video that they put together. They came out on Hope Field, of course, and covered all the COVID rules and made a little cheering video, so we're going to play that for you, and we'll be playing for the rest of the season here during breaks in the action.
Right. So Donnie Beckwith did make a little change in the back. I think he's playing with some depth, and a nice ball in. Goal by Vining. Great feed across. Little indecision in the back from the Tigers. But a diagonal run, nice diagonal run by Vining to get that ball.
We'll let the coach break this one down. Described it so well, and just a beautiful play here by Maranacook. We'll bring it back and show you to it in its pretty much its entirety here on the replay. Here it comes up, Casey.
Nice. The ball played wide, and he saw Vining breaking, so that was a little mismark on the far side, and Vining held, and a nice job touching it side net. Great goal.
So 2-0 now. Tigers got some work to do offensively, and back in live action.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity to see. You're playing a zone in the back with a flat back four for the Tigers, and communication is key. And Vining saw a little space, got a little slippery, and got away. Nicely played by number 9 for Maranacook McKee. Tweedy on the throw. Big throw in the back to the freshman Allenbaugh.
Tigers with some territorial play here. See if they can cash it in with a shot.
Nice bid. Casey Paul with a settle. Off of a Tiger player, Bushi. Good settle. Tough play by Allenbaugh. Looking to lay it into the corner. Let the player run on. Tough on a day like today. Referee telling him he's taking too much space. Nice ball down the wing to Sam Arsenal, just a bit outside. Substitutions coming in. Jackson Boudreau and it looks like Cam LaSalle back in. So change up top. And change on the midfield. Number 14 out for Maranacook. Trevor Ryu. So a little substitution in the midfield. I think he'll probably drop Eric Vining back. Yeah, he's got number 3 and number 11 in. Nice ball by Casey Paul. Just a little too far from Moody. So I'll tell you, one of the things that I do like the most out of this Tiger squad is they don't quit. There's a lot of work effort out on that field. Not a lot of hanging their heads, and it's good to see. This game is not out of reach. Good possession by Vining. Ball back to Nick Florick. Played up the wing to number 3, Badu. Tigers with a goal kick. Yeah, so both teams kind of feeling it out a little bit. There's an ebb and flow with physicality. There's an ebb and flow with pace of ball. I think with so much substitution by so many substitutions by both teams, you'll see that. New faces and new positions.
Yeah,
nice job.
The difference in this one case is kind of clear. Eric Vining.
Yeah, definitely.
Goals.
Yep. And he's that prolific scorer. He always has been, whether it was in youth soccer or whatnot. Some kids have that knack for it, know how to put the ball in the net.
Well, and that's their job on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody else is a defender, somebody the keeper, and everybody has a job. It doesn't mean that one person's better than the other. It just means that he's doing his job well. It's like the old offense we used to run here in Tiger Town with the tailback getting the ball. Somebody say, "Geez, he's getting the ball all the time." Well, that's his job description.
and that's it. And you get good. And that's a sign of good coaching.
Yeah.
Being able to communicate to your kids, this is your role. We were talking about the other day about. Nice step by Allenbaugh. About communication. and the kids knowing their roles, and that comes down to the coaching piece, is sitting down and having meetings with kids.
Sure.
Yeah. That was one thing that Norm was good at, though. You know, going back to the X's and O's, he wasn't super great at X's and O's, but he was phenomenal and motivating. And
yes,
he'd tell you, your job is this on the third line. You know, you'd have your meeting before every game.
Yeah.
And that's important. And these kids, they love that stuff.
Well, you know, it's Coach Belichick has put that into everyday vocabulary. Do your job. I mean, that's what a lot of us were saying a long time ago. You know, and we always wanted our running backs to appreciate the fact that if they were in the end zone, there was probably some big guy up front that was, you know, knocking the snort out of somebody so they could do it.
Yep. And Belichick took everything he learned from his dad when he was at, the Naval Academy?
Yes. Yeah, long-time coach.
Yeah, and passed it along to him. He's just putting into modern-day times. Nice. Oh, unlucky. Number 9 on the ball, McKee taken down. Dead ball, Maranacook.
Yeah, it was just kind of one of those incidental contact things.
Yep. Nice.
Beautiful
out by,
header.
That's a tough ball to play, too.
That was Tucker again.
Yeah, Tucker made a great job. Did a great job. Ball up to number 11. Good turn. New entry into the game. Brady Cumber. Good job there.
Ooh, that's a push. Play on.
Yeah, and they're going to let these two are seasoned officials. They know when to let it go and when.
Well, is that because they help a neophyte out, Coach? Okay, so Gardiner clearly would have pushed, but the ball was controlled by Maranacook, so there was no advantage gained by the Tigers on that. So you don't want to stop play and negate any type of chance that Maranacook may have. Am I right on that assumption?
It's a play on. It's that gray area that referees or seasoned officials are very good at, to let the play go. And they'll give a talking to the player on the back end of that play, and all is good. Hopefully the kids can learn it. Oh, big touch by Tucker. Got himself out of some trouble by playing it up. So Gardiner's looking to hold a little bit more in the midfield. You can see the numbers there on the big picture. Good out by Colby Bassel. Yep. Oh, we're at the 20-minute mark. So we're in our sanitation and hydration mode.
So at this time, we want to bring you the Gardiner cheerleaders here. It's not halftime, but nonetheless, it's an opportunity to get the Gardiner cheerleaders the recognition they like to pass on their great talents to all the teams that are participating here during the fall. Let's go to the Gardiner cheerleaders.
1, 2, 3. Everybody up, go! Go! Everybody up, fight! Fight! Everybody out, win! Win! All together now, go fight, win! 1, 2, 3. Everybody out, go! Go! Everybody out, fight! Fight! Everybody out, win! Win! All together now, go fight, win!
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you're used to getting yelled at by women, aren't you, Casey?
She's a Chadwick, isn't she? Come on now. I called it out there, dear.
Back to live action. 20 minutes left here. Remember, we'll have 2 games this afternoon. Rob will be packing up here very quickly, and I'll be heading up to Halldale to get that game up and set and going. Doubleheader boys and girls, middle school action, rivals Gardiner and Halldale going after We'll be up there 1 o'clock start. We're just going to run one total event, 2 games. So they don't take much warm-up. So between games, we'll just have a little bit of break. So it'll be just one. Somebody was confused. When they saw just the one event up there, they wondered if I was only doing the boys' game.
Right.
Or the girls' game, whatever it was. We're doing both games.
Yeah, and it's a great facility up there. The other teams can warm up on other fields, so it will work. Big throw coming in from number 28, Dupuis. Oh, there's a touch by Worcester. Is that Worcester? No, Bergdahl, right?
We'll see it on the replay here. We're trying to get the number here on the goal.
Playing it like a throw-in. I mean, like a corner kick, and worked very nicely.
You know what? I want to put my coaching hat on. They knew they were going to have this coming in after the break, so you actually have that time, to really fine-tune that if you're Coach Beckwith over there and say, okay, here's exactly what we want to do. Here's how we want to do it. And so it's almost like taking a time out in a sense and gathering in the huddle and saying, okay, here's what we're going to do.
Right. And, he knows that Patrick's a new goalie because he's known Sean Doyle for quite some time, all the Doyle boys. So, it was almost a set play. Like you said, you come off of a timeout, and in basketball you do the same thing.
Right.
So
we'll show you the goal when we get the ball goes out of play and we get a couple of seconds on to miss any live action here. We'll show you the goal. Right. But it's 3-0 Maranacook.
Yeah. Nicely played by Worcester. Back to Dupuis. Oh.
So let's look at the goal here. Casey on the monitor.
Yeah. Big throw by Dupuis. Running off the ball. Yeah. He went to meet that ball and just slides it over the top of his head. Just a little deflection. Change of direction and into the side net. The only thing that Patrick could have done differently is come out for that ball hard, but that's an experience thing. That's hard, and it's a tough one. Looks like number 28 is stepping off the field. New substitution, number 9, Sam McKee. Nice ball by LaSalle. Oh,
like to see if the Tigers can get one here in the final 18 and a half minutes or so.
They're working hard. That was actually. That might have been a play-on situation, I think, there too. So, but Gardiner's got an opportunity. Looks like Casey Paul's on the ball. And the difference between Casey and Braden DeRogie on this, Casey's got a deadly shot. He likes to pull the trigger. So Braden's going to try to pull wide, give Casey an opportunity to take the shot. Almost like a isolation. Big hit, just over.
Is one that kind of got away.
Yeah, he's got a good take. He's been he's been one of those kids that's always been able to hit the ball all the way growing up through, and given the opportunity by his coaching staff from youth soccer on up to work on it. Nice step by Josh Jacobson. Worcester on the ball through. Nicely played by Patrick Manser.
Jeannie Moody saying thank you for
that's awesome
playing the video, and I've got a special surprise lined up too, Jeannie. If you're still listening, don't go away. We call it a little tease in the business.
Nice step by Staples to DeRogie, and then DeRogie plays it back. Looking to use some width. Jackson Boudreau wasn't ready for that. That's all right. Worcester with the ball up and over. Patrick Manser there to save. Good job. Good out. A lot of 50-50 balls won by Maranacook at this point in time, so some big changes in all. Good job by Allenbaugh, marking number 14, Ryu, up. That's good tracking. He's got some good pace to his run as a freshman. That's a great job. Good step by Floric. Played by Staples. Little contact, let go by the referee. Shoulder to shoulder is fine. Nicely played by Maranacook. Binding in. Back in by Wooster. Good step. Allenbaugh with a clear. Karen just wide. That's a tough one. Got to square those shoulders to the face of the goal. 15, just about 15 minutes left. Talk about that runny nose, Zinger. Wow. Got one.
Well, we're separated up here. We're following all COVID protocols.
Most definitely.
We're in separate booths and spread out and all of that. And of course, the windows are open, so that means we're outside. So
that's that chill.
So we don't have to completely mask up. Of course, we mask up when we're coming in the complex and all that. But we tried to wear the masks during an early game this year, and we sounded a lot like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah.
Everybody kept going, huh? What?
This facility and Halldale's facility give the opportunity to call a good game and still have that social distancing.
Yeah, and feel safe and follow all the protocols. Absolutely right. And that, Casey, is one of the reasons that we've only done 2 locations this fall. Normally, we're all over the state doing games for football. But of course, no football this year, so we haven't done our Friday night lights, and we've been outside for field hockey. We do outside field hockey at Gardiner up on the hill. We do outside field hockey from the sidelines at Halldale, and of course, the beautiful new press box at Halldale is gorgeous, and we have the deck out there where we put the play-by-play guys. And just it's worked out well. So we've made really. Lemonade out of lemons this fall, and I haven't counted the number of games we've done. It's at one point it was like we were doing 36 games in like 33 days, so I don't know where we stand with things, but we'll count them up at the end.
Yeah, and it's been a great job. I'm lucky on that one. I'm going to give a shout-out to Josh Jacobson and the Ryu kid for stepping in. That was a great 50-50 ball. Patrick Manser is down.
Yeah, I think he got kicked.
Yeah, I don't think Bodge saw any contact on the kick, but I don't know. I'd love to see the jersey.
I'm going to show you a replay case.
Yeah,
we'll take a look at the replay of this. It was incidental contact, no question about it. There was nothing flagrant about it at all.
Right.
So we're going to show you that little sequence right there, just so you know it wasn't flagrant at all.
I think the ball was still in the air at that time, so it was kind of that.
Coming in here, Casey, you go. Good look at it.
Player control, yeah. And Patrick never had contact with that ball, so that's a tough one. Again, first to the ball, and Vining got a little touch, and he came in his follow through. So.
Yeah. They're just playing.
Yeah, they're just playing. It's 50-50 ball.
In a lot of cases like that, the kids understand that. They know.
Yeah.
The kids know, and they're fine with it. It's sometimes the grown-up kids have a little trouble with it.
No, and it's hard. Even as a coach,
hard.
As a coach, you're watching a bang-bang play. They talk about that contact hits in the NFL. The same thing, right? Bang-bang, and you really didn't see that the ball was a 50-50 ball still. And it's a good play overall. I don't think Eric meant to do anything maliciously at all, for sure. He's an aggressive player and a smart soccer player. Good out by Staples again. Or is that? Nope, sorry, that's Josh Jacobson coming all the way over to relieve Staples.
So we'll have the Capsa Pizza player of the game, and we're going to put a little unique twist on this one. We call that a tease in the broadcast business.
I like that.
I like that. Tease, so you got to stay tuned.
Nice. And I like it when I'm not even involved in it. I love it.
You're not involved in this one at all. It's executive producer of Munzing Media decision coming up here.
Coming from the boardroom. I love it.
Coming right. We had a vote of the board.
I love it. Nice turn by Wooster. Good ball in. Unlucky turn by 12, Gabe Corey. So Gardiner's looking to string some passes together, having a little hard time, and Maranacook's kind of stifling everything in midfield. So let's see if we can get tilt the field a little for the Tigers in the last 10. Good up.
Busy week next week here for the Gardiner Tigers and all the teams as they finish off their season. Final 10 minutes of this when we get a break. We'll tell you what we'll be cooking on next week here in Tiger Town.
Yep. Good offer by Josh Jacobson. Saved by St. Pierre.
So Monday we'll have football here, 7-on-7. It's a 4:30, 4:45 start. That was just added.
Nice.
I had Monday off, and then Halldale added a game and Gardiner added a game. I was so looking forward to it. But we're going to try to get to both places. So we're going to firm up the schedule. So we're going to try to be here for that and over at Halldale for field hockey. And then Tuesday, Casey and I will be here for varsity girls soccer. The rivals will be at it, Coney Gardiner. 3:30 start here in girls soccer action. On Wednesday, the Gardiner varsity girls, again, they're back in action here against Winslow. And we'll
have a guest speaker on that one.
We'll have a guest for that one.
Nice play by Vassal. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Casey's going to be busy. Oh, off the post.
Ooh, nice bid. Good opportunity. Allenbaugh up the wing.
I'm not going to make excuses for the Tigers, but I think a little bit the back-to-back games and the double overtime game the other day, not to make excuses for them, but Maranacook a little fresher to the ball, a little quicker to the ball here in the second half, I think, Casey.
Yeah, and, it's like the boxing routine, right? The physicality of play, it wears on you.
Yeah.
And the back-to-back games and then, the Wednesday overtime game. But also, Maranacook plays a physical style of soccer, and they play the right way of playing soccer. So that when you get hit every once in a while, you're going to take notice, and I think that's kind of what's happening here. But it's been a good game, back and forth.
Want to let you Maranacook soccer fans know that we'll have the varsity girls soccer game here next Saturday. That's a 10 o'clock start, and that'll conclude the season. I believe for all the teams there at the end of the month.
Nicely played by Tucker Boudreau. Good out to DeRogie. They seem to be linking up nicely. I think Coach Wallace has moved some guys around a little bit, moving Tucker up.
Yeah, probably hoping maybe Lightning will strike here a little bit and then get on the board.
Yeah, I think he's a good holding midfielder. I think Nick might find something with that. I know he loses a little in the back, but this is the season to try new things, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, Tucker won't be back next year. He is our senior class,
right? But it's good to try some new things, and it's good for Tucker to be outside his bubble of defense and playing that holding midfield. He has the skill set to do it, too.
What's Tucker's future hold, Casey? Do you know what
I
he's
think
thinking?
he's going into the Air Force to start out, and then he's going to go on to college. I think that's what, and a good decision, too. I think it's good to the Armed Forces are a great thing. I had a lot of lacrosse players go through. The Army and the Marines were the choice of branches. But, these guys love it. All my soccer players were Air Force, though.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, the thing, too, is in this COVID age of colleges and stuff like that, sometimes, it's kids are taking a gap year. Going in the service it's not a gap year because they'll work you pretty hard there. But nonetheless, it's a good opportunity to go in while college is a little uncertain right now and not offering the full experience that you normally would get. So it's a great decision, I think, for a lot of kids to look at.
And boys, in a way, it's a really good thing. That extra year of maturity and you're learning skills, disciplines of time management, and that's a tough thing for a lot of kids that go on to college because you're on your own, and it's good. I think Tucker's making the right decision.
I'll give a shout out to one of my Danvers High guys, Jimmy Crawford, watching this morning. Jim's probably saying, "What the heck is Rob Munsing talking about soccer?" I know he didn't know anything about it.
Nicely played by number 1, Nisby. Played out. Nice ball by DeRogie. Good time and space out.
Little dipsy-do by DeRogie, but
Connor
the
Karen
Dipsy
shutting
do
him down.
Didn't do.
Yeah.
So full slate of games next week for us up at Halldale, too. So probably tomorrow morning, make a couple of pots of coffee, and I'll sort it all out, put the crews together, and we'll be, as we have been for the last 5 or 6 weeks, covering as many games as we possibly can between up at Halldale and Gardiner.
Rob, we got a thumbs up from via text from Becky Vining saying, great job on pronunciation. So we are doing a fine job. Thank you, Becky.
She's in the running now for the CAPSA. We're going to get a CAPSA parent player of the game, a viewer. You know, I'm thinking somehow, some way, I'm going to rig up so that we can have online voting, Casey, for the play of the game.
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
I'm going to figure out how to do that. Not till probably after this season, because I can't get on my own way right now with all the games we're doing. But
very interactive.
Wouldn't that be cool? What do you fans think? Let us know at home.
Oh, nice ball in. Oh, nicely played by Patrick and by Colby Vassell. Patrick Manser was spot on with his decision there. Nicely played by number 1 also, Nisby, to get that off.
One of our great fans, Tucker's grandfather, Chuck, is reporting he's going to join the Navy.
Oh, Navy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so instead of flying, he's swimming. So
good choice. Good choice.
Thanks, Chuck. Chuck watches all our games down in Pennsylvania. Jen's dad. Yep.
PA, huh? Where is he in Pennsylvania?
I'm not sure.
Love to know.
Yeah, we'll have Chuck let us know where he's watching from. Big fan of ours.
Is that lineage? I'm wondering too. Is Chuck a Navy guy originally?
Don't know.
Yeah.
He watches all our games. We know that his grandson's in, and this is one of the reasons we do it for the grandparents, the parents at home, the extended family that can't get to the games, the visiting families. We're just glad to be able to do this.
Nice through ball by Vining to Thomas Clausen.
And don't forget, we don't do any of this without those great local sponsors, all the great local sponsors that you've seen during the course of our game here today. These are people that make it possible. Capsa's Pizza, Family First Funeral Service, IGA, Strategic Real Estate, Gardiner Apothecary, Flag Financial, Gardiner Federal Credit Union, Gosline Insurance, Corliss Gravel Pit, Randolph Hardware, and AYS.
Nice. Good ball down the line by DeRogie. Bryce Boucher with an opportunity, draws the foul. DeRogie with a service is going to play this like a corner kick.
The one thing I was rooting for, we try not to root up here in the press box, but occasionally we have to root for something, and I was rooting for no overtime. That's the only thing I was rooting for today because I have to get up to Halldale to produce 2 games up there starting at 1 o'clock. So luckily Halldale's not that far away, and Calvin will pack up here, and I'll be on the road.
No. This is a tough one off the. Nicely played by DeRogie with another goal. Not a corner kick, but bends it in.
Well, he's got that bend, doesn't he? It's a beautiful touch here. You could see that wasn't a hard shot. We've seen him. DeRogie can really rifle it, but this one was a nice touch ball.
Yeah, it was finesse. He saw the goalie stepping off his line a little bit and read it correctly. And that's a read thing for him. Again, that high soccer IQ, high sports IQ, period. He read that correctly.
Coming up here, Case.
Nicely done, Ben. Almost a deflection by Casey Paul on that. Probably tended to give that look to DeRogie. So 3-1.
So Tigers on the board, which
is important.
Yeah. They've worked. They've had a good week. You got to look back. They had the tie with Coney, and they dodged a bullet there with off the goal post in overtime. So they tied that one, and then won yesterday. So they're 1-1-1 here this week.
Yeah, and again, Maranacook's seen some different. Oh, good ball, unlucky. Oh, offsides. Oh. Yeah, they've seen some different opponents. That Lewiston game probably taught the Maranacook kids a little bit about possession time and pace and whatnot. So good game.
So a proud grandfather, Tucker's grandfather, Chuck, reporting in Harrisburg, PA.
Nice. Be very leery. Nice shot by Jackson Boudreau. Be very leery of a police officer down there named Rob McKenzie, one of Coach's old players. He's down
Robbie.
there. Yeah, Robbie's retiring soon.
Yeah, one of my great defensive ends. What a great guy. Lived right across the way over Harrison Avenue.
Yep.
Yeah, so Chuck's saying that he is a proud Navy veteran himself. So
I kind of thought that might be
Thank you for your service, Chuck. We
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for your service, for sure.
Well, we hope you Maranacook fans, I know they stream at Maranacook as well, so they're getting their games on. I saw the 7-on-7 football the other night, so they're doing a good job of getting their games on as well.
Who's doing their games for them? That's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I think they were out on YouTube is where
Nice.
I saw it when Gardiner was over there. I watched a little bit of that game. So, as we said, a lot of schools trying to get in, add the service, and using YouTube and Facebook, and some of them are going to Vimeo and other places.
They have to have 1,000?
Yeah, if you stream with a mobile device, you need 1,000. If you stream with a computer, you don't need that. And the reason I'll tell you why that is.
Why?
Let the ball clear. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason for that is some of the violence that has been portrayed on YouTube,
gotcha.
violent incidences, were shot with the mobile devices, iPhones and things like that.
Gotcha.
So what they made, people would make a quick account and then they would show something violent. So what they made that prohibited that, and need 1,000 viewers.
Gotcha.
So that's why.
I did
the
not
story
know that.
behind the story.
That's cool. That's actually, it's not really censorship. It's just control in situations, and you don't want that stuff out there.
Exactly.
So nicely done.
Yep. Yep. They
Riding
had,
on the
they
ball.
had some kidnappings and really gruesome stuff, so I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, definitely. And it's so wide open nowadays. Just under 30 seconds left. Tigers are playing Maranacook here, and looks like a lock for the Maranacook Black Bears.
Casey, we're going to go right to the capsule play of the game so that we can get done, and I can head to Halldale. So
nice.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
We're going to stay right up on the air. So that would do it, 3-1. Let's take a look at the Capsers player of the game. And it's going to be a little surprise. I hope Jeannie Moody's watching here because we featured the cheerleaders here at halftime. So we want to bring that up as well and tell you that Sierra Gerard, the senior cheerleader for Jeannie Moody's cheerleading team, is going to be our Caps's Pizza player of the game. I have to make connections with you somewhere, Jeannie. I'll be here next week if you want to stop by, pick up that pizza award, and make sure that Sierra gets that. Sierra Gerard is our Capsa Pizza player of the game, the senior cheerleader for the fall cheerleading group here at Gardiner Area High School.
Super decision.
Well, for Casey Johnson, for our cameraman Calvin Mason, I'm Rob Munzing. See you shortly, 1 o'clock. Kickoff up at Halldale. More soccer action coming your way this afternoon on Munzing Media. Until then, everybody, we'll see you later, and so long. Have a great rest of your weekend.